This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. Dunedin Airport closed in on a record-breaking hottest January day today. Unofficial public gauges across Dunedin were showing very hot temperatures from early this morning.
Swimmers enjoy some much needed cooling off at St Clair Beach. A heat wave has set in, with temperatures over the past 2 days soaring into the high 20s and even into the 30s. But the Met Service has advised against throwing out the brolly just yet.
We've got heavy rainfall warnings out for tomorrow for Westland and Fiordland and Nelson, and some of that rain will come across the Alps, and there'll be scattered falls across the Otago, all of the Otago region.
Not everyone had the luck to be inside an air-conditioned office all day, as some set about hard outdoor work in the heat. What's your advice for working in this heat?
Keep hydrated.
A blanket fire ban has now been placed across the Otago region.
No outdoor fires, no charcoal braziers, barbecues or incinerators. We're also asking people to be vigilant of using machinery.
Fire and Emergency New Zealand says there's only been a few millimetres of rain over the past 6 weeks, leaving grass and vegetation tinder dry. Meanwhile, St John says they are continuing with the Sun Safe message despite no call-outs for the heat-related injuries in the region so far.
Keeping out of the sun is the biggie, and keeping hydrated. It's very easy in weather like this to become dehydrated, and then you can actually become quite unwell.
Mosgiel Rotary's temperature gauge is currently out of commission, but according to the outside temperature reading in the South Today's vehicle, it was 34 degrees. The road surface on the main road into Mosgiel is in poor condition and was seen today to be melting. A severe weather warning is in place in other parts of the South Island, with Dunedin, Clutha and Southland residents warned to expect thunderstorms and possible hail from this afternoon. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
A driver died after his truck and trailer unit rolled in Otago this morning. Emergency services were called to the accident on Rongahira Road, Beaumont, just before 6:30 a.m. The crash happened between Blackclue Road and West Fry Road. Police reported the driver of the truck was trapped as a result of the crash. No other vehicles were thought to be involved. A St John's spokesman says an ambulance was dispatched but not required. Homes near Queenstown were under threat from a runaway fire earlier today. The South Today was at the scene.
Shortly after 11 o'clock this morning, emergency services were alerted to a grass fire at Lake Hayes near Queenstown. The blaze eventually enveloped 6 hectares and threatened houses nearby. Firefighting crews from Queenstown, Frankton and Arrowtown responded to the incident, and they, along with the assistance of 3 helicopters, had the fire quickly under control. The crews are now dampening the remaining hotspots, and the area will be monitored over the next few days to prevent any further flare-ups. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
The Otago Regional Council has reported that Central Otago experienced extremely dry weather over the last few months. The Taieri River and Kyburn reached record low levels in December. The Kakanui River was also much lower than normal, being almost half of its average flow. Data for this last week shows several rivers are at or below minimum low flow level, with the Lindis and Cadrona rivers being completely dry in some sections. And the weather experts are predicting Otago will be warmer than average over the rest of the summer. A major 3-car crash in Queenstown earlier today left 1 person seriously injured. The crash took place at the intersection of State Highway 6 and Macdonnell Road, 10 minutes outside Queenstown, involving a 10-tonne tow truck and 2 vehicles. Mina Amso reports.
Firefighters had to cut into this car to rescue a tourist couple. The car had been shoved over to the side of the road after colliding with a 10-tonne truck. The crash happened at lunchtime today at the notorious intersection of State Highway 6 and Macdonnell Road, 10 minutes outside Queenstown. St John Ambulance spokesman Gerard Campbell told the South Today the male driver sustained serious injuries and was taken by ambulance to Lakes District Hospital. The tow truck also crashed into this Holden, Colorado, missing its female driver by inches. Crash witness Jessica McRae is a bit shook up.
We had to pull this side up and over the car because the lady was stuck.
Parks towing truck driver Glenn Collins left the scene uninjured.
The lady in the black Colorado was giving me the way on the centre white line, as she should do. She was turning into Arrowtown here. I was Cromwell bound, and the Teeter didn't stop at the intersection, and I just completely T-boned it at 80 k's an hour. And once I hit that car, then he bounced me into the Colorado.
Collins says the drivers of the Nissan Teeter should have given way.
Yeah, in another few weeks I would have been driving a 40-tonne truck, and that lady probably wouldn't have been here. Neither of them probably, I would say.
He says he would have hit and plunged into other oncoming cars had he been driving his heavier weight truck. His message to tourist drivers is serious.
They may have a licence, but it's not for our New Zealand roads.
He is frustrated with foreign and tourist drivers.
Just purely the international tourists that are here that do not know the road rules at all and just basically shouldn't even be driving. They are just a major hazard. I pick up the cars from the rental companies that are written off. It's 3 or 4 written off a week. It's just ridiculous.
Police spokeswoman says it was too early to determine if charges will be laid. Mina Anso, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today. Research shows taking a break is essential for your health and well-being, and we take a look at the Duvo Shala AMP show.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
They're part of the family, and like us, their health begins with what they eat too. So give them Radical Dog, made in New Zealand from all natural ingredients and real tart cherries, so it's high in antioxidants. It's a 3-in-1 superfood, giving them energy, flexibility and a healthy coat. With no fillers or nasty preservatives, they love them. It's the treat that can work wonders on every dog, no matter what their breed, age or health. Radical Dog, the new generation in dog food.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillian's know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillian's will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillian's, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
Hi, I'm Dennis Charlotte, and road racing motorcycles is my lifetime passion. It's a massive adrenaline rush, but the high-speed crashes have been tough on the body over the years. I almost felt as old as my mate Ian.
Sportsval, supporting tendons, ligaments and cartilage. And Energy Plus helps replace the energy that everyday living takes away.
Now I feel more alive and have more sustained energy to really enjoy my racing.
Buy 2 packs of Sportsval and get 2 packs of Energy Plus absolutely free. So call now, 0800 502 402.
Active Interior Design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products like awnings and umbrellas, and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
Hi, Lindsay here from Alex Campbell Menswear. Just think, 80 years ago, this year, my grandfather set up Alex Campbell Menswear right on Cargill's Corner in South Dunedin. We've had some great years bringing Otago and Southland the very best of menswear for both business and everyday needs.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
University of Otago. Usually the atmosphere is charged with the energy of student life. But this week is the week before exams.
Hey, Tane, Not now, man. I'm panicking.
Come on, mate. I know just what you need.
In here?
No.
Is this it?
No. This is the place to ease your stress.
Hey, Tane. Fancy a little cuddle?
Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician, for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Calling all Otago superheroes, the 2018 Relay for Life needs your team. On March 17 and 18, the relay teams will join together to create one of the most inspiring events, helping not only to raise funds but also to remember those who have fallen to cancer or are struggling with it. To register your team, simply go to the website and sign on, then start fundraising. It's about celebrating, remembering and fighting back. Be a superhero and register now at relayforlife.org.nz.
Welcome back. A 20-year heart study has found people who take infrequent holidays are more likely to experience a cardiac event. Roselle LeBone took a break with life coach Jan Aiken to talk about the physical and emotional damage of our non-stop lives.
In the hectic modern age, it's even harder to take time out for a bit of R&R. And even when we do take a holiday, we're not always getting the rest we need. I'm Roselle LeBone, sharing a cup of tea with life coach Jan Aitken. We're talking about the psychological importance of taking a break this summer. Aitken says she usually sees stress levels peak in her clients around this time of year. She says there are more and more intrusions on our free time and pressure to go back to work early to get things done.
Particularly with social media and smartphones, tablets, people being expected to take some element of work home with them and expected to keep an eye on things when they're meant to be having a break, or feeling that they have to, because if they don't, when they go back, there's going to be so much work.
And if you didn't get a break this summer, you should aim to take one later in the year.
People who didn't take regular breaks and disengage from work completely and relax had a much higher rate of having cardiac problems and heart attacks in particular than those of us who do take a break.
With legislation recently passed to open Easter trading in Dunedin, workers have even less time off. First Union's Paul Watson says it also means other holidays are under threat.
We know that some politicians and some in the retail industry are actually lobbying for Good Friday to be a trading day. And, you know, they're all up for grabs, aren't they? I mean, we've got one of the most liberalised shop trading hours legislation in the Western world.
But there are ways to maximise the time off we do have.
But it's about doing something you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do it.
So if you didn't get a break at all this summer, you might have got a bit more done than the rest of us. But if you kicked back like Jan, it will pay dividends for your future health. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
A welcome fall of rain in Canterbury meant the little community of Duverchel had almost had to cancel their AMP show. The South Today joined the hardy folks who made the show go ahead on Saturday despite the mud.
While Canterbury farmers were pleased to have a little rain last week, the Banks Peninsula community of Duverchel faced the challenge of very slippery mud for its annual A&P show. But the locals weren't going to be stopped from enjoying their day, and a tractor was used to help tow horse floats up the hill. While Duverchel celebrated its 100th A&P show only a few years ago, it's since been discovered that shows in the area date all the way back to 1869. Thus, the community are planning their 150th A&P show for next year. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
The Southern Timber Sports Circuit was held in Southland during the summer holidays, attracting wood choppers from around the world. The 6-day circuit is the region's biggest wood chopping event for the year and sees some of the biggest names in timber sports. Sharon Rees has more.
Lachlan Moran from New South Wales spent his entire holiday in New Zealand visiting some of Southland's smallest towns. He's been coming to the Southern Timber Circuit irregularly for the past 9 years with his father and says it's a much different experience to the competitions in Australia.
We're cutting pine over here, and at home we cut hardwood, so we cut like blackbutt, squiggly gum, white gum, bit flooded gum, but pine, yeah, it's different. Heaps different to cut. It's got cork in it, and instead of being, it's sort of firm, but you just can't get anywhere in it with your axe. And all the blocks vary; they're all different. One could have a lot of cork in it, and the other one could have none in it, and you'd be cutting like butter.
He says the softer wood used in the competition means his chopping is on form and has levelled him to the top divisions.
At home I'm in the bottom end, or a bit higher, but over here I'm cutting not too bad. Like I'm in second division, I was in first division yesterday in the underhands, and second division in the standing blocks.
But on the third day of the circuit in Riverton, Canterbury father and son team, Wayne and Nick Corbin, trumped the Morans in the double-handed soaring heat, followed closely by the Canadian-American team in second place. The Corbins continued their winning streak into the double-handed final, claiming their win by a matter of seconds. The Southern Timber Sports Circuit went to Cromwell, Gore, Otautau, Riverton, Colac Bay and Tuatapere. The next Southern Timber Sport event will be held at the Gore AMP show in February. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, a school holiday program for rural Southland communities keeps children entertained throughout the holidays.
135 Cumberland Street is a brand new, recently listed Category 1 heritage building right in Dunedin's warehouse precinct. Only a short walk to the Octagon in the central city, these are warm, well-insulated, self-contained apartments with all you need for a short or long stay. With beautiful views onto the harbour, these Airbnbs at 135 Cumberland Street come highly recommended for your stay in Dunedin.
Hi, I'm Dennis Charlotte, and road racing motorcycles is my lifetime passion. It's a massive adrenaline rush, but the high-speed crashes have been tough on the body over the years. I almost felt as old as my mate Ian.
Sportsval, supporting tendons, ligaments and cartilage. And Energy Plus helps replace the energy that everyday living takes away.
Now I feel more alive and have more sustained energy to really enjoy my racing.
Buy 2 packs of Sportsval and get 2 packs of Energy Plus absolutely free. So call now, 0800 502 402.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference. And Gillian's know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillian's will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillian's, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
Active Interior Designer Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products like awnings and umbrellas, and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Loss of collagen is the reason for those fine lines and wrinkles. Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Joints, tendons, ligaments and cartilage all benefit from healthy collagen levels, the very foundation of structural health. Support collagen levels naturally with Collagen Plus by Silberhorn. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call now 0800 502 402.
Thanks for staying with us. Southland organisations are ensuring no children are left bored this school holidays, no matter how far away they are. The Southland District Council School Holiday Program has been delivering fun and games to rural Southland communities throughout the holiday period.
The Southland District Council and Venture Southland have been keeping children busy as the festive period comes to an end and parents head back to work. While there are many options for families in the main centres, the Southland District Council School Holiday Program branches out to the region's rural communities to ensure everyone has something to do.
The aim is that Southland District Council gets out to the communities and provides some fun and games for the kids during the school holidays. It's kind of offering the smaller communities something so they can do something locally and bringing the kids together just before school starts again.
And she said it's not just children who benefit from the program.
I think it gives the parents a bit of a break. It's a long time with your kids when you're used to having them at school. So one thing is just to give the parents 5 hours off for a couple of days. And the kids, I think, get really excited to mingle again with other kids.
In Riverton, some children jumped, crawled and skipped through obstacle courses, while others enjoyed the quiet of a colouring book inside. Dean said the holiday program was becoming more popular throughout the region.
So this year's been really busy. In Te Anau we're completely fully booked with about 70 kids each day. Winton we were fully booked with 40 kids each day. Riverton's seen a really great uptake with 30 at the moment, so kids can still come along to tomorrow's. And Otautau getting good bookings. Compared to previous years, we're definitely having more than we've had.
The school holiday program will go to Otautau, Wyndham, Lumsden and Stewart Island and runs until the 26th of January. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
And now for a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Paul Gorman. What have you got for us in tomorrow's paper?
So you're looking nice and summery, wearing a thick jacket in the heat. It was so hot today, and of course that's what's on everyone's lips, I think, the heat. It's just unprecedented, really. And Invercargill's had 3 days in the 30s. Dunedin Airport at 3:12 reached 35.0 degrees, which was a record in 45 years. And unofficially overnight, it was also Dunedin's warmest temperature ever. It only got down to 22.5.
I'd believe that. It was cooking last night.
Oh, such a hot night. So I think the weather's changing a little bit now, but there's still a lot of issues about water. People are being asked to conserve water. There's a total fire ban in place. It's not quite over yet, I don't think. The concerns about the weather.
So people really need to be careful with watering their garden and not be wasteful.
Maybe hold off for a day or two because there is rain on the way. And we've also got a climate change story linked to that. The Southern Mayors don't necessarily agree with Dave Cull here that we should have an agency that looks after climate change issues. When you look at the weather recently, it does make you think climate change is really happening.
Yeah, and lots of people aren't referring to it as global warming anymore. They're referring it to
climate change
because it is so extreme.
That's right, and it has implications both ways. You can get bigger storms which might bring more snow in the winter. So it's not just warming.
And out of character weather too,
Yeah.
so more extreme.
Definitely, yeah.
Wonderful, thank you for that. And you can read about that in tomorrow's ODT. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silberhorn Collagen Plus.
Looking at the situation, still warm and humid tonight and tomorrow with rain on the Western Ranges spreading to inland areas during the day. To the southern outlook, Balclutha and Catlins decreasing northeasterlies, some rain later and 20 degrees for both of you. Gore and Lumsden, you also have decreasing northeasterlies, rain and a slightly cooler 19 degrees. To the central outlook, Alexandra fresh northerlies, rain and 21 degrees. Queenstown and Wanaka, you also have fresh northerlies, rain and 20 degrees. Te Anau decreasing northeasterlies, rain and a cooler but not by much, 19 degrees. To the northern outlook, Oamaru and Timaru, you both are in for fresh northeasterlies, cloudy and 24 degrees. Oamaru and Twizel, you're the same with fresh northerlies, rain and a cooler 20 degrees. And here in Dunedin tonight, fine with an overnight low of 16 degrees. Tomorrow mostly cloudy and mild with northeasterly winds becoming fresh and gusty during the evening, 24 and 7. And sunny periods at first on Thursday but becoming cloudy during the day with some showers. Developing during the evening, mild northerly winds dying out, cooler southerlies developing later, 21 and 15 degrees. And in Invercargill tonight, cloudy with a few spits of rain with an overnight low of 15 degrees. Tomorrow cloudy with scattered light rain during the day and moderate to fresh warm northeasterly winds, 23 and 13. And showers clearing and sunny periods increasing on Thursday with light winds, 19 and 13 degrees. And that's our news for this very hot Tuesday. For the latest news from the Southern region, you can follow us on Facebook and at channel39.co.nz. I hope you all have a great evening. Take care. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.